What is up, you guys? Welcome to my QB tutorial for Football Fusion 2. A lot of people have asked me to teach them how to QB, but I do not want to do that. So instead, I'm making this video. So let's just jump right into it. By the way, I play on keyboard and mouse, so not everything I say will directly correlate to controller and mobile, but it won't be super far off. Also, I'm not like the best quarterback in Football Fusion 2 or anything, so this tutorial isn't gonna make you suddenly the best quarterback ever, but it should teach you some basic tips that you need to get started. Also keep in mind, you can always watch any of my videos or streams if you want to see more in depth how I angled my camera, because I'm not very good at remembering to say stuff, so I probably left some stuff out of this video. Alright, so first off, game passes. It doesn't say I have it in practice. I do have pump fake. You don't need it. You can get it. I don't really use it that much, but you know, do what you want. So when I QB in third person. I don't QB in shift lock or first person. Because the thing is, when you're on keyboard and mouse, you can aim anywhere on your screen. But when you're in shift lock, you just get rid of that advantage. So like, if I'm getting rushed and I need to flick, I could like do that. But if I was on shift lock, I'd have to do that, you know? It's a little more inaccurate. And typically I zoom out more to see where my receivers are on the field. And then when I throw, I zoom in a little bit. Sometimes I do QB zoomed out all the way. Just depends how I'm feeling, you know? Most QBs follow a simple power chart. From the goal line, you throw 95. From the 10-yard line, you throw 90. From the 20-yard line, you throw 85. From the 30-yard line, you throw 80. 40, 75, and the 50 is 70. And also from the 40 and the 30, you can throw 65 and 60, but I don't do that much. Most of the time, I just dot it. Now, when you throw dimes, you want to throw it from the 25 to the 20, anywhere between there. It just all depends on where you position your mouse, or how high your receivers can angle, or how well they can mag. Really, your power should always be the same, just where you angle it and where you throw should be different. I'm tired of going back to practice to film more stuff. This is how you throw it to the end zone every play. Now, if you're backed up to the very back of the end zone, you want to throw when your receiver's about at the 30. And that should be a dime. Their bots cannot mag at all. So from the goal line, I normally throw when my receiver's about at the 25 and angle it kind of lower. But basically, I'm just gonna wait until my receiver gets to the 25. And throw it. That is a dime, but the receiver doesn't jump. From the 10-yard line, I like to throw when my receiver's about at the 20. Then from the 20, I wait till my receiver gets to the 20 or the 25 again. Depends on how I'm feeling. And then I just lob down it. Then from the 30 is where it starts to get a little interesting. I like to throw a little bit past the 20, so it's a little bit weird. So from the 40, 75, I like to throw around the 15. But from the 50, I like to also throw around the 15. Then from the 40 and 30, you can dime, but you gotta have it ready and there has to be 0 PR. And I normally throw around the 10 and aim a little bit lower. You know, it's a little weird. You gotta go back to maybe the 45. And then from the 30, I almost never throw this because it's kind of hard for it to not just like sail out of bounds. But you just gotta throw it low, maybe at an angle. See, I think I hit that, but they just don't even jump, so I can't really tell. Here's a clip of when I throw 60 from the 30. Again, you gotta feel around with this. And you can QB however you want, but personally, I only dime into the end zone, and if there's PR or I'm about to get rushed, I'll normally just beam it. But the only time I'd lob dime not to the end zone is from here. But from the goal line, really the only check marks are the 25, the 50, and the 25. Now from the 50, you want to use 80 power. And from the 25, you're generally going to want to use 65. Also, I play with my graphics on max so I can see the best. And also when I record, it looks the best. Alright, now this guy's burning. What I'm going to do, wait for him to get to 20. Wait a little longer because he probably can't mag. That is under, but the DBs aren't getting that. Alright, I know, I throw this pass a lot, you know, wait for him to get a little past the 20, throw 85, and he's just gonna swerve away from the ball for no reason. Alright, again, I see a burn, gonna go to the 20, throw in my receivers at the 20. He just angled that, but yeah. Alright, so for throwing a beam, you're gonna wanna throw 95 power. That was not over, by the way. There's no way really to teach you, you just gotta feel around for them. Just try not to over. Really the only time I'd beam is when my receiver's too far downfield for me to throw a dime. Like here, he's already at the 10, so I'll just throw this. He's not gonna catch it, of course, but you know. That's more of a dot than a beam. As you see, he was wide open in the middle. No need to throw a lob there. The thing is, public receivers normally have too slow reaction time to catch beams, so you might just want to stick to dimes and dots. Dude, what? Can people stop dropping passes, please? Alright, so he's wide open. What I'm gonna do is beam it, lead it a little bit out of bounds. The receiver's just gonna completely miss, because of course. Here he has a slight burn, so I'm gonna 95 it. As you see, they're just still PRing everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to lead my receiver to the left enough where they, alright, there's like 3 PRs. So I'm probably just gonna, oh, never mind, he's burning deep. But the thing is, I waited too long to throw a lob dime. Alright, they're still PRing, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait for him to go to the outside. And then just throw a deep slant, which he's not gonna catch, but you can see how that was not my fault. Alright, and on the final plays of games, you can bomb. Personally, I go 5 yards deep into the end zone, and my mouse all the way up, and then just lob it up. For dots, typically, you just want to dot it to someone who's either wide open or on a slant. So for slants, you just want to make sure you throw it at their chest. You're probably going to know when they're going to slant, and you just want to try to lead them in the right direction and throw it to their chest. You only want to throw slants when just absolutely nothing's open or when you're pressured. Alright, so I could throw that guy's slant, but I'm just going to try to beam this deep. So you don't want to throw slants whenever they're open or else you'll get inbooted. So right here, it looks like they're PRing. I don't trust anybody with the toss. So what I'm gonna do, gonna wait for my receiver to get the first down and then just throw a slant right at their chest. People are standing still at the line of scrimmage. Alright, this is called a walk. It's when your receiver's wide open, so you just dot it right to them. Alright, I'm just gonna throw another walk here because he's wide open. For a corner fit, I'm not very good at corner fits, I'm just gonna be honest. I normally throw 60 power and then just kind of toss it to the corner. Alright, here, it looks like they're PRing everything. I'm just gonna wait for someone to get open on a slant. Alright, here, left is wide open, I can just throw this 60 power. Alright, there's no super easy way in game to show you how I get away from DEs, but basically, so they'll normally rush here, right? If they do that, then you go out. Then, it depends how they follow you. If they start following you at an angle and cut you off like this, then you cut back around here. But if they read that before you can get around, then you have to go back here. Then here's where they'll start to contain you this way. Then you're gonna wanna go up like this, but if they guard that, you're gonna wanna go down and then to the side. And basically from there, just whichever way they try to read you, you're just gonna have to run away from that direction. But this is a general path I go. And also keep in mind, it's harder to get away from pressure on bad paint. But let's say you roll out this way and then they contain behind you like this. So you can't go back here because they're behind you. Then you have to cut up. Then they'll either still be containing behind you or then you have to go to the side. But if they cut off here, then you go backwards and then follow the same path as over here. So then if they follow you back here, then you go back up, and then if they follow you up here, then you go up. But you know, then if they start containing behind you, then you go back outside. And it's hard to get around good DEs, but generally this should work if you followed anything I was saying. But this was the best way I could explain it. So right here I'm in the end zone, and it looks like they're double rushing. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to roll out to one side, and he's wide open, so I'm gonna chest it to him, get easy yards. All right, I'm pinned in the end zone again. It looks like they're gonna contain rush. If someone's open, I can throw to them, but if not, I'm gonna cut up the middle and then split them. Well, that's pretty much all I have to talk about for this. I might have left some stuff out, but I'm not very good at talking about stuff because I kind of just forget what I'm talking about and then trail off about something else. But you know, hopefully this helped you guys become better at QB, and I'll see you guys in the next video.